Have you felt lately that your surroundings have been filled with darkness? Do you notice looks full of envy, words full of malice, or a heavy energy that seems to follow you wherever you go? If you feel like you are being targeted by witchcraft, spells, or bad intentions, you are not alone. Today we invite you to invoke, with a heart full of faith, three great celestial protectors, Saint Benedict, Saint Michael, and Saint Cyprian. They, warriors of light, are ready to come to your aid, knocking down all evil influences and defending your spirit from anyone who tries to harm you. This powerful supplication that we will share below is a spiritual tool for those seeking to break chains, free themselves from invisible burdens, and regain lost peace. Stay with us until the end of this prayer, because it is precisely in this act of surrender and devotion where divine intervention becomes present. Saint Benedict, Michael, and Cyprian, they do not ignore the cry of those who suffer, and together they can dissolve any spell, reverse any curse, and close every door that has been opened by dark forces. Saint Michael, the brave archangel and commander of the heavenly armies, with his sword of light, cuts the root of all evil. At your side, Saint Benedict, a symbol of protection and spiritual purity, raises a shield against all works of darkness. And Saint Cyprian, wise man converted to the light, knows the hidden paths of evil to undo them with divine power. With humility in our soul and absolute trust in your intercession, we raise this supplication so that all malicious energy is dissipated, every bond of witchcraft is destroyed, and all enemy presence is removed forever. Under its protection, no enemy will prosper, and every step you take will be guided by the light of good. Prepare to receive His protection. With this prayer, you are calling heaven to fight for you. That Saint Benedict, Michael, and Cyprian cover you with their mantle, strengthen your spirit, and accompany you in every battle. Welcome to the Prayer and Faith channel. We invite you to join with faith and hope this powerful prayer, which today connects us with the divine force of three great protectors, Saint Benedict, Saint Michael, and Saint Cyprian. They are your allies in the fight against all evil, and their intercession can free you from the dark forces that seek to disturb your peace. Before starting, we invite you to leave in the comments, Saint Benedict, Saint Michael, and Saint Cyprian, protect my life and destroy all evil. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications to continue receiving prayers full of light, hope, and divine protection. We also encourage you to share your prayer intentions in the comments so that, united in faith, we can raise them to heaven together. Spread this message among your loved ones, since when we join in prayer, we invoke the power of Saint Benedict, Saint Michael, and Saint Cyprian to free us from spells, curses, and any negative influence that tries to unbalance our peace and well-being. In this prayer, with all our hearts, we ask that all bonds of evil be destroyed, that divine protection surround us, and that dark forces be dispelled by the power of these three saints. That Saint Benedict protect us from the negative influences that stalk us, that Saint Michael defend us with his sword of light, and Saint Cyprian, with your ancient wisdom, break every spell or curse that has been cast against us. Receive this prayer with faith and hope, knowing that the heavenly power of Saint Benedict, Saint Michael, and Saint Cyprian accompanies you. They will ward off all evil, bringing peace, protection, and blessing to your life. Repeat this prayer with faith, and you will see how the doors of prosperity will open before you, transforming your life with the force of divine light. Let's start the prayer. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Saint Benedict, Saint Michael and Saint Cyprian, today I approach you with humility and gratitude, with a heart full of faith and hope, knowing that your divine power is greater than any shadow that crosses my path. I speak to you with the sincerity of someone who trusts in your protection, with an open soul to receive your help and with a mind firm in the conviction that evil has no force in the face of your presence. You, who have defeated the dark forces with courage and wisdom, become my refuge and my shield. At this moment, when shadows try to envelop me and negative energies rise against my peace, I ask you to intercede for me, to surround me with your heavenly light and to dissolve everything that seeks to disturb my tranquility. I do not come before you filled with fear, but with deep confidence that your intervention is more powerful than any adversity I may face. My soul, trusting in your intercession, opens to the peace that only you can bring. I come to you not in desperation, but in the hope that, by uniting in the name of good, your transformative force will defeat every negative influence that attempts to invade my life. I know I am not alone in this fight, for in his presence evil fades, and dark forces are forced to retreat. My heart is filled with serenity knowing that Saint Benedict, Saint Michael and Saint Cyprian, they are at my side, ready to protect me with the force of heaven and restore balance in my life. I ask that with your divine protection, all the obstacles that stand before me be removed, that the invisible chains that bind me be destroyed, and that the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, be poured out upon me. May every step I take be guided by your light, may every thought of mine be purified under your wisdom, and may my being be strengthened with your constant presence. With unwavering faith, I trust that your help will be my strength, and that through your intercession, whatever evil has risen against me will have no power to prevail. Saint Benedict, you who with courage and faith carried the cross as your sword and used prayer as your shield, today I come before you with a heart full of trust and devotion, asking for your powerful intercession. You, who with your life and example demonstrated that light always prevails over darkness, I beg you to cover me with your divine protection. May your sacred medal, symbol of your powerful intervention, surround and protect me from head to toe, dispelling all negative energy, every destructive thought and every evil spirit that seeks to disturb my peace and well-being. You, Saint Benedict, who defeated the temptations, attacks and traps of the evil one with the strength of faith, guide me now along the path of light and virtue. Intercede for me, so that at all times I can find comfort and strength in your example. May your protective hand guide me, removing all darkness that tries to approach my life. May with your power, all shadows be dispelled, and may the light of hope illuminate my path, giving me peace and tranquility. I ask you, Saint Benedict, may you place your hands full of grace on my home, on my body and on all my ways. May your divine intervention destroy every evil work, every spell or curse that has been cast against me, whether out of envy, resentment, or pure evil. May all witchcraft, all dark influence, dissolve the moment I invoke your name, and may no negative force touch me or harm me. May all the curses cast against me break and fall into the void, having no power or effect. May no spell, cursed word or malicious action touch my life or that of my loved ones. With your protection, Saint Benedict, I am completely free from all evil, under your protection and your gaze full of love and divine wisdom. May your presence transform my life, giving me the strength to overcome any adversity, and may your powerful medal be a shield that never breaks. Saint Michael the Archangel, Prince of the heavenly militia and indomitable leader in the fight against dark forces, today I come before you with my heart full of faith and my soul ready to receive your powerful protection. You who, with courage and determination, led the angels in the great battle against the hosts of evil, I ask you to fight for me now, in this time of need. Defend me with your heavenly sword, which is sharper than any shadow of evil, and cover me with your wings, which are a safe refuge from the attacks of the enemy. I beg you, Saint Michael, may you protect my being with your divine fire, which purifies and destroys everything that does not come from the light of God. Break the invisible chains that try to bind me, destroy the ties that prevent me from moving forward and keep me trapped in darkness. With your sword, cut with precision every link that has been formed with darkness, every bond that connects me to impure and destructive forces. May your intervention dissolve all evil that has been sown in my life, making my path clear of obstacles, and may all negative things fade before your power. If someone has invoked impure forces to harm or harm me, I ask you, Saint Michael, that you go ahead and put an end to that evil action. May the power of your presence cause those forces to dissolve and return to the place where they came from, without being able to harm me in any way. May every ill-spoken word against me, every attempted spell or curse, dissolve into the wind, as if it had never existed. May every dark intention, no matter how strong it is, lose its direction and fade into the void, unable to reach its goal. I beg you, Saint Michael, may you not allow any shadow to touch my soul or my body. May your radiant light surround me and may your strength envelop me, giving me the protection that only you can offer. Be my guardian, my faithful protector, not only in moments of difficulty, but in every step I take, in every night of rest, in every moment of my life. I entrust my well-being into your hands, knowing that with your sword of light and your courage, nothing and no one can harm me. Saint Michael the Archangel, I thank you for your constant intercession, for your courage and for your unbreakable strength. May your presence always strengthen and protect me, guiding me along the path of light and keeping me away from all evil. Saint Cyprian, wise convert and living testimony of the transformation of the soul, you who, having known the mysteries of the hidden world, decided to follow the light of Christ and abandon the darkness, I invoke you today with all my heart. You who understood the machinations of those who manipulate invisible forces for their own benefit, I ask you now to come to my aid and give me your powerful protection. If there are sorceries or curses that have been cast against me, if there are blockages, bindings, or invocations with my name that seek to disturb my peace and well-being, I humbly beg you to destroy everything that has been done against me. May everything that does not come from divine will be cast out of my life and my environment. I ask you, with your ancient wisdom and divine power, to dissolve every spell, every curse and every negative influence that surrounds me. That, no matter how strong any enchantment or spell may be, it does not reach me, nor have power over me. May every evil spirit that has been invoked to disturb my mind, my health, my peace or my relationships, withdraw immediately, without leaving any trace or influence. May every dark being that has been called to interrupt my life dissolve into the air, and may my being be free of any bondage. Saint Cyprian neutralizes every attempt at spiritual manipulation that seeks to separate me from the path of good. May those who act from darkness not be able to affect me, and may your intercession transform my life into a refuge of peace and serenity. May, with your intervention, tranquility return to my being, healing any wound that has been left open and restoring my well-being in all aspects. I thank you for your protection and for your wisdom, and I fully trust that, under your protection, all evil will be undone and my life will be restored to its natural state of harmony and blessing. To you three, Saint Benedict, Saint Michael and Saint Cyprian, with all the love and devotion of my being, I open my heart to you. You, great protectors, know my deepest struggles, my hidden fears, my pains that sometimes seem to invade my soul. They know of the nights when I cannot find peace, of the days when fatigue overtakes me for no apparent reason, of the moments when I feel trapped, as if an invisible force was trying to stop my walk. In this moment, full of faith and hope, I surrender completely to your intercession. Today, I trust that I am not alone, because I know that you three are with me every step of this journey. I am not lost, for you are my guide, and I am not defeated, because with your help, I know that I will rise stronger than ever, renewed in spirit and body. With all my heart, I beg you, with the sincerity of someone who no longer wishes to carry what does not belong to him, cleanse my soul, purify my ways and protect my environment from any negative influence that has invaded it. If there are consecrated objects, amulets, or talismans that have been used for dark purposes against me, I ask that they lose their power, be completely destroyed and undone. If my name has been written with bad intentions, if dark invocations have been made through written words, may all that be consumed in purifying fire. If my image, my clothes, my belongings have been used in evil rites, may any bond that has been established be immediately dissolved. May all negative influences, whether from sorcerers, witches, necromancers or any practitioner of the dark arts, lose their power over me. May no altar, candle, doll, invocation, spell or pact affect me in any way. For my faith in you and in the living God, the Creator of all that is good and right, is stronger than any trick or attempt at evil. Saint Benedict, Saint Michael and Saint Cyprian, your intercession is my hope, your protection is my strength. Today I give you my worries, my fears, my burdens, with the complete certainty that, under your protection, nothing can touch us. May your light shine on me and on my life, may your presence always guide me towards peace and victory, and may every shadow that has tried to darken my path completely dissolve. Saint Benedict, faithful protector and defender of the faith, I invoke you today with humility and devotion, asking for your intercession to take care of my body and my spirit. May your cross, that sacred symbol of protection, be my flag, guiding and protecting me at every step. May your exemplary life, full of strength and piety, be my source of inspiration and my inner strength. Do not allow my soul to be tempted, do not allow my thoughts to stray from the path of truth, do not allow evil to approach or touch my life in any way. May your presence always be with me, protecting me from any attack, and may your intercession free me from all adversities. Saint Michael the Archangel, Prince of the heavenly armies and invincible protector, I beg you to fight by my side in every moment of need. With your sword of light, open the paths that the enemy has closed, destroy the barriers that prevent me from advancing and fill me with strength to walk without fear. May your wings cover me, protecting me from all danger, and may your divine light accompany me in every decision I make, illuminating my mind and my heart. Defend me from visible and invisible enemies, from those who plot my fall into the shadows, and may, with your heavenly power, prevent them from acting against me. With your intervention, I know that I will be safe and under your divine protection. Saint Cyprian, wise protector of spirits and teacher of divine wisdom, I call on you to protect my spiritual life. Purify my dreams and thoughts, and allow my mind and heart to be free of all dark or confusing influences. Strengthen my energy, make it clean and pure, capable of repelling all negative energy that crosses my path. Break all ties, manipulations, or curses that have been thrown against me. May your bright light enter where there is darkness, dispelling everything that prevents my peace. May where there is confusion, clarity reign, and where there is a curse, may you place your blessing, restoring my life with your protection and wisdom. With you three by my side, I know that nothing can disturb my soul or my being. I trust in His strength, in His light, and in His divine intercession. May it be so, today and always. Saint Benedict, faithful protector of all those who cry out for your help, I ask you to cover my home and each person who is part of my life with your powerful protection. May your cross, which you have carried with so much faith and dedication, become the shield that defends our home, our family, and all those I love. Remove from us all negative influences, all evil spirits that seek to disturb our peace. May evil, envy, and everything that has been sent to harm us return to its origin, without any power or effect. May peace and harmony flourish in every corner of our being, and may, with your intercession, our surroundings be filled with light, love, and prosperity. If we have been victims of any curse, spell, or spiritual attack, I ask that with your strength all of this be destroyed, and that we never again have to face the shadows of evil. Saint Michael the Archangel, leader of the heavenly hosts, be our sword of defense in every spiritual battle. May your glorious presence and divine light dispel all darkness that tries to invade our lives. Defend us from the enemies that hide in the shadows, whether visible or invisible, and destroy everything that has risen against us. May your heavenly fire purify our hearts and souls, filling us with immeasurable strength to continue moving forward in life without fear. Break the chains that bind us, cut the ties of evil that prevent us from living in peace, and destroy every evil influence that tries to stop our path to the light. Thank you, Saint Michael, for being our brave defender in times of trial, for being the sword that cuts every threat that looms over us. Saint Cyprian, revered for your wisdom and spiritual power, I ask you, with your deep knowledge of the mysteries of the invisible world, to free our lives from everything that does not come from God. May, with your intervention, destroy every curse, witchcraft, or spell that has been cast against us, whether known or unknown. Expel from our lives all negative energy, all hidden influences that seek to disturb our peace and well-being. May your hands, full of ancestral wisdom, purify our minds and hearts, and may we live with clarity, without confusion or shadows. If any part of our soul has been touched by darkness, I ask that you heal it, that you restore our spiritual peace, and that, through your intercession, our lives may be illuminated by divine grace. Thank you, Saint Benedict, for being our constant strength and our impenetrable shield. Thank you, Saint Michael, for being our sword and our heavenly defender, who guides us towards the light. Thank you, Saint Cyprian, for your spiritual power and your wisdom that protect us from all evil. Each of you, with your intercession, gives us the peace and security that we so need. I will never forget everything they do for me and mine, because I know that without their help, we would not be here, living in peace and freedom. If today I rest in peace, if tomorrow I wake up full of energy and clarity, if the days to come find me free, I will know that your intercession has been the lighthouse that has guided me towards this well-being. We will know that heaven hears me when you pray for me and my family, and that each of you, in your infinite goodness, has put your power on my behalf. With renewed faith, with a grateful heart and with the firm hope that divine grace is within our reach, I leave this plea in your hands. May it reach where it should go, may what needs to be accomplished be fulfilled, and may, through his intercession, our lives be filled with peace, without fears, without shadows, and without ties. May we, with you by my side, always live in the light of divine justice. Amen. If this prayer has reached the depths of your being, filling you with peace and strength, I invite you to like the video, subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to continue receiving spiritual content that inspires and strengthens your path. May Saint Benedict, Saint Michael the Archangel and Saint Cyprian cover you with their blessing and protection today and always, interceding for you and guiding you with their divine presence.